Okay, hello and welcome back to Math 102. Today we should start with section 7.2, which is trigonometric integrals. From the title of this section, trigonometric, we should expect to see trigonometric function, sine x, cosine x, tan x, cotan x, secant x, cosecant x, and so on. And in particular, we might see this type of integrals. We might have integral of sine to some power, cosine to some another power. This is one type of problem we want to tackle. Also, we can have tan to some power, secant to some other power, and so on. Cosecant, cotan, and so on. This type of integral, if you can see, it's a product of two trigonometric functions. So integration by part can be done here, but there is a better way to do it, and we will see it now in the example. So let me go ahead and start with example number 1. And I will call this this example the odd case. You will see what do I mean by the odd case. The question is, we want to evaluate integral of sine power 3 x cosine square x dx. And here is the solution to this question. Now, the first thing you notice, look at the power of sine and cosine. Do you see any one of them is odd number? Yes, it is the sine. Sine to the power 3. 3 is odd, so we are in the odd case. That's what I want to start with. If we have the odd case, the strategy goes as follows. What you will do, you split up the sine. Look at this, sine 3x cosine square x. I want you to split up, take one sine from here and put it at the end. That's what the idea of splitting up. So I will just take one sine. I'll keep cosine. And here I will get sine square x. Something like this. That's the first idea, is to split up. So if we want to write the steps, step number 1, split up one of them. So we just take sine or we take cosine, the one with the odd power. Now I split up. The second step, I want you, now look, what do we have here? We split up sine, we have sine. So everything here, change it into cosine. I don't want to see sine x here. Everything should be cosine, something different than this one. That's the major idea. Now, how do we change sine into cosine? Let's go back here and we see. Now, change. For example, if you want sine, you want to change it into cosine. Or what you will do is, you remember this formula? Sine square x equal 1 minus cosine square x. Similarly, if you decided to change cosine x into sine x, all what you need to do is cosine square x equal 1 minus sine square x. And this is only if we have odd case, we use those two steps. First step, we split up, so we get one of them here. That's the split up. The second thing is we need to change everything here to something different than this one. Here you have sine, everything here should be cosine. So just let me do the changing here. As we said, we change sine square, we have to change it into 1 minus cosine square x. and then we have cosine square, and then we have sine x dx. That's the first step. Now, everything here is cosine. So what I will do u substitution. I will write u equal cosine x. Why I do u equal cosine x? Because what is du? It will be negative sine x dx, which is exactly this one. That's the idea. It's a function times its derivative. Something with cosine here, and then the derivative is here. So just let me do it with different colors here. Greenish is good. u equal cosine x, so du equal negative sine x dx. So my integral will be now the following: equal integral of 1 minus, instead of cosine x, I will write u. So it will be u, and then there is the square, I keep it. Now, instead of cosine x here, you have to write for me u squared. U squared. Now, instead of sine x dx, I will write it as negative du. So I will take the negative outside from the beginning. Let me just go back here, take the negative out. And then this is just du. Now this is a very easy integral, because how we can evaluate something like this from calculus 1, we just need to multiply this by this. And the final answer will be negative integral of u squared minus u power 4 du. And all what we need to do is we need to do the integration. So there is negative, and now we have u power 3 over 3 minus u power 5 over 5 plus c. The final step is we have to return back the u to its origin, which is cosine. So let me just do it here. It's negative cosine 3x over 3 minus cosine 5x over 5 plus c. And that's the answer. And that's we need to do it when we have the odd case. So just a quick recall of what we did. If we have an odd case, meaning the power of sine or cosine is odd, doesn't matter which one, we just take, if the sine is odd, we take one of the sine here. So what we get is sine squared. This is, we call it the split up. The next step, everything here, we should change it into the other function. If this is sine, this one would be cosine. And that's what we get here. The final step, you take this one to be your u. And of course, the derivative is here. So this will be du. And then integral is an easy one from calculus 1. And then you will get the answer. Thank you so much. I will go now to the next question, which is this one up here. Question 2. Which is integral of sine power 5 dx.